Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to Against the Public for July 30th, 2025. We're just one day away from the start of the NFL preseason. But first, we're going to dive into today's games, a bunch of getaway games in Major League Baseball. We'll look in on that. We'll also take a look at today's three WNBA games. I'm Dana Lane. Thanks for joining me. This is your first glance at the opening numbers and the movement for today's biggest games. Major League Baseball comes in with another traditional 15-game schedule. We know we're just one day away also from the trade deadline, so there should be plenty of movement over the next couple of days, and I expect it to start today and well into tomorrow. It is interesting because there's always this anticipation of a lot of player movement, but sometimes we just don't get there. And I'm glad to see teams like Kansas City making moves, and they still think they're in it. I'm glad to see the Pirates holding steady on Mitch Keller and not just giving him away for nothing for the sake of saving his contract. It's in a few of these markets, and I know we're on the verge of probably a lengthy CBA battle because there's a lot of talk about a cap in Major League Baseball. And, of course, there has to be a floor if there's going to be a cap, which I think the floor is more important for baseball than the actual cap. But it's going to be interesting the next couple days and the next year or so. And there's a lot of people suggesting that if there is a lockout or if there is a strike, it's going to be a lengthy one. And when we're talking about salary cap, it certainly is. But not to go off on that tangent, there are 7 early starts on today's schedule. We'll start our focus on the afternoon game, starting with the Pittsburgh Pirates against the San Francisco Giants. First pitch, 3:45 Eastern Time. Pirates go for the sweep in this series. Mike Burrows will get the ball 1-3, 4.15 ERA. He'll get the ball for the Bucks against Logan Webb, 9-8, 3.38 ERA for the Giants. Giants are a massive favorite, $2.10. They did open at $2.35, so they are down quite a bit. The total has ticked up to 7.5 under -18 after opening up 7 over -20. So far, we see 71% of the public money on the Giants and 52% on the under. But sharp money is on the Pirates and the over. So a pros versus Joes matchup, and that one, a check on the weather shows that the winds will be blowing out to left at 9 to 12 miles an hour, which is always a factor in San Francisco. The Giants have lost 11 of their last 13 games and 14 of 25 since June 13th. They've also lost 7 straight home games. I have the total up on my premium package right now at Pickdawgz.com. Right now, I also have 3 games in overall in Major League Baseball. They will be included in your All Access Pass and, of course, any Major League Baseball passes that we have out there. My top whale winner tonight, well, it comes from the Texas Rangers and the Los Angeles Angels, 9:38 Eastern Time, so jump on that. That's up on the website as we speak. WNBA features 3 games, starting with Phoenix and Indiana at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Mercury been bet up to -3 after opening up -2. Total has moved 5 points, 166.5. That opened up at consensus 161.5. So a good middling opportunity there on the total. Featured game of the night, obviously, starts an hour later. New York Liberty, Minnesota Lynx. They've renewed their rivalry, and of course a rematch of last year's WNBA Finals. The Lynx trail the Liberty by 4 games for the top spot in the WNBA. So this almost. And I say almost for a reason, but this is almost a must-win for the Minnesota Lynx. It's tough to make up. They're down by 4 right now. It's tough to make up 5 games with 14 to play, and a loss tonight, would take them to that 5-game deficit with 14 to play. But the good news, and the reason why I say almost here, is that the Lynx and the Liberty play 4 times over New York's next 10 games, and 4 times, I think, over Minnesota's next 7 games. So a lot of Minnesota and New York coming up, including 3 straight in a couple weeks. Not sure that's the greatest scheduling, but it is what it is. Minnesota is now 7.5-point favorite after opening up -8. Your total's up 5.5 points to 167. Tip-off is 8 o'clock Eastern Time. We're crushing it long term. We're crushing it short term in the WNBA, so please don't miss out. We have had a ton of people jump on board already, so thank you for that. I have 3 plays in all 3 of the games, or 1 play in all 3 of the games tonight at pickdawgz.com. In all, we're looking at 6 games left on your all access pass. 1 game's already underway. Wednesdays also will include a 3-pack in the WNBA and a 3-pack in Major League Baseball. And we're right on the verge, guys. Tomorrow's it. NFL preseason starts. Lions, Chargers. Lions still minus 1.5. $1.12 is your juice. 32.5 over, minus $1.21. We're not seeing any movement on the number. The books feel pretty good about these numbers, but the juice has certainly moved in the favor of the Lions and the over. Expect that total too at 32.5 over, minus $1.21. I expect that to tick up to 33 pretty soon. The juice is about ready to burst on that. Kickoff 8 o'clock Eastern time on Peacock. Forecast calls for a clear 70-degree night in Canton, Ohio. I have side and total locked and loaded, so let's start that season off right. Get involved right now. NFL Season Pass already up. You can get every play, not only in the preseason, we've got a preseason pass, but you also can get the regular season, and my 2025 college football pass is up there as well. If you're not a member of a specific sport or an all-access member, just jump on pickdawgz.com right now and get involved. The long-term commitment for the annual pass, we got 1 more day left of Christmas in July. $3.84 a day gives you that annual all-access pass. And, of course, there's a 30-day pass, 7-day pass, 3-day pass, something there for everyone. I prorated all my long-term season passes, and including Major League Baseball and the WNBA, so that's there as well. Okay. Let's get to your free play for Wednesday. We'll be looking at rotation number 955, 956 between the New York Mets and the San Diego Padres. First pitch, 4:10 Eastern Time. Clay Holmes, 9-5, 3.40 ERA. Takes the hill for the Mets against Yu Darvish, 0-3, and 9.18 ERA for the Padres. Right now, the Padres are minus $1.10. They opened up even money. Total 8.5 under, minus 12. The Mets are a consensus favorite on the run line, though, plus $1.50. 82% of the money is on the Mets, 63% on the over. Well, the Sharps disagree. We see the majority of the money from the Sharps on the Padres and the under. So we'll see how this one plays out. Clay Holmes has been pretty effective. Allowed just 1 earned run in his last start, 2 or fewer in 3 of his last 5. And Petco, as we know, is an extremely hitter-friendly, pitcher-friendly park. They're a minus 12% home run factor at Petco, and that has definitely aided towards the Padres being one of the best under teams in Major League Baseball. In fact, at Petco, they have cashed unders in 12 of the last 19 games and 61 unders in 105 decisions in 2025. And the Mets, well, they're not far behind. Not the best, but they're not far behind. The under is 56, 47, and 5 this season. On the offensive end, the Mets average about 4.5 runs a game. They're 16th in Major League Baseball. Padres, 4.1 runs per game. They're 25th in Major League Baseball. They struggle. Both teams struggle to score consistently. It's one thing that I've had such a massive issue with both teams this year, embedding them with confidence. It's just I can't rely on them to put up enough runs on a consistent basis or go on a run where I just feel like I can ride them until the end of the streak. And now we have Juan Soto that he's day-to-day with that foot injury. And even if he plays, you can't tell me he's going to be 100%. And, of course, if he's out of the lineup, that aids our wager tonight as well. Both teams' bullpen, fantastic. They both rank in the top 10. Matter of fact, you know the Padres are the top bullpen in Major League Baseball. The Mets at 10, but we certainly can lean on them tonight, although the Mets a little bit shaky outside of Diaz, but still some quality pens there, so that does not bother me or make me think, hey, we might lose this game late. Mets are hitting, they hit the under 56 out of 107 games this year. We already talked about that. Your free play, for Wednesday is 8.5 under minus $1.12. Now, this kind of goes against everything. When I got 2 under teams, I always kind of look the other way. You might have seen that in previous videos, but to me, I think Darvish is absolutely ready for a terrific outing. He struggled a little bit this season, of course, coming back from injury, but I think we're going to see a terrific pitching matchup here. So your underplay is your free play for Wednesday. Now go to pickdawgz.com, where every individual play and every long-term pass is locked and loaded, including that annual all-access pass, $3.84 a day. Don't forget I have my premium NBA, WNBA, and Major League Baseball plays locked and loaded, side and total, and tomorrow's Hall of Fame game is also up at pickdawgz.com. I can't thank you enough for joining me. If you have any questions or comments, you can reach me on X at Dana Lane Sports, or of course you could leave a comment on the YouTube channel. For Against the Public, I'm Dana Lane. All the best to you and your wagers on Wednesday.